So, really alarming news. It seems something none of us could ever imagine would happen. But I have to say, after Silvervale and Vebe left, I just had a feeling. I did have like a little bit of a feeling. So, Ironmouse has announced she's leaving Vshojo. And I've read some comments and stuff. Apparently, like, this is gonna be about charity or whatever like that. Like, I have no idea, but this is just so alarming to me as someone who's a chronically ill girl who is a regular streamer who became a VTuber, and one of the big reasons I became a VTuber was somebody like Ironmouse, and I've always looked up to like Vshojo, and if anything, if somebody would have told me that I myself had a chance to like get into Vshojo, I would have done it. Vshojo was one of the few places that I thought that like would take a VTuber like me, being a chronically ill girl and everything like that, because corporate Japanese side of VTubing did never seem as lax as Vshojo, right? But um I think that laxness was probably due to them getting away with, I don't know, like, let's find out. This is crazy. For those of y'all who don't stay on top of all the VTuber drama, this is it.
Joe. Unfortunately,
She's
I recently
left.
found out that for the past couple of months, I have been misled by Vshojo. With the
That's
information that I
horrible.
currently have, I believe that I am owed a significant amount of funds, which I have not
Wait,
been paid.
what?
And most importantly, the thing that hurts me the most is that the Immune Deficiency Foundation, which is the most important charity to me,
No.
and also the reason why I'm here today, is owed over
No.
$500,000 from Vshojo. I know that this is a lot, and
Like, and you know they got that money. You know, by the whales of the VTubing community, I mean the insanely successful subathons that Mousie is, you're telling me someone couldn't pay up some money? What? Why are people giving Vshojo and Mousie all of this money if it's not going to the right
it's
places?
very important for me to be honest with all of you. I really want to tell you
And that's
everything,
so hard to
but
do when you're
unfortunately
part of an
right
agency
now,
or a
I
company.
have been instructed by my attorney to wait for more of the legal procedure to unfold.
What?
So one day I will be able to tell you the full story.
Oh my gosh, that's
But for
insane. I could
now,
not
I
imagine. I
just
would
need
never
to
want to
let you
get
know
involved
that
in
I
something
will
like
no
that.
longer be a part of Vshojo. If you give me a moment
Oh
of your
my
time,
gosh.
I just want to tell you a little bit about myself. I know for a lot of
I just want to say Mousie's being like so professional. Like, I don't hear her voice. I know this is probably like hard for her or whatever, but like I just have to say I'm just so proud of her. Like, as someone who, I am a very emotional person, and I can only imagine dealing with that while also being severely chronically ill. Like, I know it is not fun, and I just like I couldn't even imagine like having a VTube character or not. Just so your voice isn't wavering while delivering something like this, and still not being able to reveal the whole truth as well. So like, that's so much anxiety for me personally. I would be like, so guys, I wouldn't know how to explain something
people
like
right now
this.
that this might be the first time you're ever watching me. I became a VTuber because I really wanted to make friends. I was very
I
lonely
feel that.
due to the fact that I have
Relatable.
a primary immune deficiency disease called
I
CVID.
don't have that.
I basically have a low to near non-functioning.
The poor thing. I only have rheumatoid arthritis, which also deals with some sort of immune system stuff, but it's my bones. It is not this. This is like worse. I couldn't imagine dealing with this. Like, I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy, and I definitely don't think Mousie deserves to deal with it. But, unfortunately, this is just the cards some of us have been dealt.
Immune system, which means I get sick a lot, and it
Poor
caused
thing.
me to remain isolated for long periods of my life. So then I found streaming, and I thought about giving it a try because I wanted to see if I could make some friends online
Yep.
because I honestly couldn't ever leave my room. I never really
It makes
expected to
me
grow an
so
audience or
sad for
anything.
her. Like it makes me so so sad. Like my issue is that it's hard to stand in place for like hours at a time, and if I walk like all day, the next day I'm like beat, I'm in severe pain, but I like deal with it, you know? Like I just bear along with the pain. But she straight up like cannot leave the house. Like can't even deal with it. It's not even slightly bearable. Like there is just no. Oh,
It
I bless her
was
heart.
one of the last things on my mind. I just thought that I would stream to, 5 to 10 people and just hang out from time to time,
Me,
make some
very
friends,
relatable.
play games,
That's my
and
life
just
currently.
continue on with my life. But
Poor
unfortunately, I
thing.
was too scared to stream with my face. So a friend of mine
Unfortunately,
recommended
no,
that I
Mousie. It's been
try
the best thing
an
ever.
app called FaceRig that would allow me to use an
I
anime
never even used
avatar to
that. I've
stream.
only ever used
And
VTube
that's how I
Studio.
started VTubing. It took me a while to take it
I love
seriously
that she puts this in
and
here.
even begin to think about maybe being able to grow a community and even make this a career. I think I really started to take it seriously around the time when I was approached to join Vshojo, and it was through
Yeah,
Vshojo
it
that I
helped
was
really
able to grow into the
legitimize
Ironmouse that I
VTubing as a
am today.
whole.
When I was approached in 2020 and asked to join Vshojo, it seemed like a good idea, but I honestly did not know if I could ever be a corpo VTuber because I felt like
They
I just
ask a
couldn't.
lot.
In my mind,
Oh, she's gonna
I
make me
saw myself
cry. I was just saying I could. I was just saying how like proud of her I was. Like her voice sounded so solid, and now I can hear it.
as
She's making me
unhireable,
cry.
which is why streaming worked for me. I had no boss, no strict rules, I had no hours, no
That's why streaming
expectations.
works for me.
It was all up to me, and due to the fact that I have lived my life chronically ill and being unable
Yep,
to do
very
much of
relatable.
anything, I just felt like there was no way that anyone would ever take me or want me. For a while, I was struggling to make a decision because I was afraid about my anonymity and afraid
Yeah,
about trusting people because
never know if that's
I
gonna.
felt like every time I put my trust in people, it always ends in grief for me. So I
Oh,
was worried
jeez, I really,
about
really relate on that.
expectations and a million and one other things. But I ultimately decided to join Vshojo. It really pains me that I am unable to fully explain why I am leaving.
Ugh, I
But for
cannot
right
believe.
now, here's what I am allowed to share with you. I would always be told how important I was for the company.
Like the way her voice is sounding now is like. Like, I want to fight someone. How could you do this to her? She has put her heart and her soul into this. And you're making her have to come on here like this some sort of apology video like she did something wrong, and she has done nothing wrong. That I think that's the thing that's getting me the most here is like it feels like she's having to like make up for something, and you know what? She's done her best. She's done more than that. She's given everything. And for anyone to try to cheat her out of anything, I cannot
And I was
believe.
always
I am
told
just
that I
so
was
appalled.
needed in order for the company to succeed. Although that was very positive to
Them
hear,
putting all of that
it
pressure
put a
on
lot
her
of pressure
shoulders.
and a lot of
Yep.
stress on me to the point
That
where
is just
I
too
felt
much for one person.
guilt tripped into signing. I felt responsible for everybody. I felt responsible for staff and talent alike. And I felt like if I didn't
That
do
is
this
not
and if
fair, dude.
I didn't stay, I was hurting everybody and I was destroying
What?
everybody's life. But this didn't feel right with me. And I began to feel
What? So yeah,
extremely
they tried
uncomfortable.
so hard to sit there and make her feel like she had to stay because she's the face of the. That's not her fault that y'all made her the face of the company and you couldn't figure out how to platform any other VTuber as much as her. That is not her fault. You cannot put that on her. That is
As my
so
viewers
messed
know,
up,
privacy has
dude.
always been one of my biggest concerns. I've had a lot of scary experiences in my life, so one amazing thing for me was the fact that Vshojo handled all my payments, and it meant that I
And
never
she
had to give
just
out any of my personal
trusted them.
information, so that was always a blessing to me. As time went on, I decided that I wanted to try to start pulling out my remaining funds because I wanted to start taking over my own finances. This is what led me
Yeah,
to
she
this point.
deserves
Throughout the years, Connor and I have raised around $4 million
so much
for the Immune
money.
Deficiency Foundation.
So much
The
money.
majority of the money
Insane
raised is through
amounts.
Tiltify at events like the Cyclothon, the charity auction, and other miscellaneous events that
And
we've
they
had.
should be able to
However,
pocket a
because
lot of
of the
that money for
success of my first
themselves.
silver
But they don't. It is supposed to be donated to charity, and that's also why so many people are giving to
Subathon,
it.
I decided to donate half the earnings of my following two subathons to the Immune Deficiency Foundation. The first time I tried this, it worked great. Over 200,000 people supported me, and because of that, we raised over $329,350 to the Immune Deficiency Foundation. Because the money came from my Twitch revenue instead of a Tiltify link, it required Vshojo to make the donation on my behalf. They promptly sent the payment, and the subathon was a huge success. So I
Okay.
decided to do it again the next
So
year.
what?
My
They.
last
But
subathon
like
was
Vshojo was like, oh, she trusted us so much the first time, we'll just get a lick in the next
one of the
time?
biggest events I've
What?
ever
No
done. The support
way!
was overwhelming, and I ended up getting over 300,000 subscribers and breaking the all time sub record. But this also meant that we had raised $515,000 for the Immune Deficiency Foundation. I once again asked Vshojo to make the donation on my behalf, but unfortunately, still a year later, Vshojo has not paid the charity. The Immune Deficiency
That's
Foundation
freaking
means the
criminal.
world to me. Connor and I have both spent a ton of energy,
It also
time,
makes
and
you,
resources.
it makes you as the streamer look like you weren't actually trying to donate to charity, and that is fully her intentions. And so then what, she's gonna have people come in, hey, never saw your donation to the you know, like, I mean,
Raising money
this
for
is
charity.
insane.
And we're both so
It
proud
just makes her
to
look
be able to
bad, and
say
it
that we've
shouldn't.
raised
She's just
nearly
trying to
$4
do a
million
good
for
thing.
charity. We almost always raise money for the Immune Deficiency Foundation. They help people with primary immune deficiency diseases, or PI, which are inherited disorders where a part of the
Yep.
body's immune system is missing or doesn't function properly, which makes people like me more prone to infection. And this includes
Mm-hmm.
over 450 different conditions. The Immune Deficiency Foundation is a charity that is near and dear to my heart and has a particular significance in my life. When my health first started getting really bad, the Immune Deficiency Foundation helped me immensely when I really had nowhere else to turn. I was terrified, I was lonely, and I was confused. I honestly didn't really know what was going on, and I never ever want anyone else to go through that. This entire situation has broken me. I just wanted to do something good and to give back
It's just
to a
not
community
fair.
that helped me. But unfortunately, that's not the case. As much as I would like to continue to talk about this,
You can tell by all the cuts there. Either her editing or whoever edited this for her had to cut out a lot. Makes me so sad. That makes me so sad, bro. Like, I have tears. Absolute shame on anyone who made her feel like she just couldn't simply pay out the charity donation that she feels like she owes back to the immune people. Like, that's just...
Unfortunately,
I
I
cannot.
can't.
Oh, this is so
So,
sad.
to recap, I believe that I am owed a significant amount of funds, which I have not been paid. And most
Oh,
importantly,
jeez,
the Immune
man.
Deficiency Foundation is owed over $500,000 from Vshojo. I
That's
really
such
wish
a
that
disgusting
I could
amount of
tell you
money.
more, but right now, I have been advised to wait for legal proceedings. As of right now, I am an independent VTuber. I am at a
And it's
loss
like,
of
how
what
is
to
she
do right
supposed to
now.
deal with
I'm kind
court?
of
Like, I guess
processing
she's just gonna
everything.
have to send a
I'm
lawyer
very
in
sad
her...
and
Like,
very
she won't be able to,
confused.
like,
Once
be there in
again,
person.
I want
This is
to
gonna cost her so
apologize
much money
to the
to
Immune
deal with
Deficiency
legally.
Foundation and to
And
my
so much of her
community
time.
who has shown so much support to me. I also wanted to say that all the ad money made from this video will go towards the Immune Deficiency
She's such a
Foundation. I
doll.
honestly don't know what I'm going to
I
do.
hope I can grow
I
up big and
really,
strong
like
like
I said,
Ironmouse
I
one
really
day.
haven't had much time to process this. But below the video
I
in
want
the
to know how
description
to
box is a
process
link
this.
to a donation fund for the Immune Deficiency Foundation. Thankfully, any donations made through
What a
Tiltify go directly to the
sweet
charity.
soul.
That link is also there if you've heard about this and would like to support the Immune Deficiency Foundation. Sometime this month, I plan on doing a special live stream in order to raise money for the Immune
She's such a
Deficiency
hard worker.
Foundation.
I admire her
I
so
hope to have a
much.
ton of friends joining me, and
Oh,
hopefully there'll be a lot of singing and a lot of fun and just a day full of happiness. I just honestly really want to show that after all of this, that VTubing is a force for good. So
it can
thank
be.
you guys so much for all the support, and
Oh, poor
thank you so
thing.
much for taking the time to watch this video. And once again, I want to say that I am truly sorry. Okay.
That breaks my heart. Really sad. Wow. Well, all my hopes and dreams as ever being a corporate VTuber have been completely... Yep, I'm that well um I'm never applying for a company. Ever. I I think I'm... No. If that is somehow what would possibly happen if you become one of the most, if not the most successful English VTuber, right? And that happens, um, that would take me out. That would be my 13th reason. I wouldn't, I, I admire Mousie so much, and I've always aspired to do so many of the things that she does, and just knowing that she has ops, that she has enemies, that she has people who have seemingly gone out of their way to ruin something that was very important to her to be able to support, that she wasn't allowed to. Imagine you've paved a path, you've done so much good, and for something like that to still happen because you can't trust these companies, these corporations, brands, I it's scary. And I think I may never join any sort of corporation because I value my own opinions and actions and wants and needs and passions. And that is terrifying, and I really hope Mousie figures this out. I couldn't imagine dealing with something like this. That's so appalling. This is insane. This is actually one of the most just wild things I've ever seen result from VTubing. But as Mousie said, she wants to still show that VTubing can be a force for good. So please support your favorite independent VTuber. Please. Let's stop supporting corporations because they are actively ruining their talents. Thank you.